Hello and welcome. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Hello and welcome. Good evening, Nathan. Um, it's been a while, and welcome to another Wraggys live beer review thing. I've, as usual, had lots of interesting fights with the bloody internet down the shed, but hopefully it's showing that the settings should be the same as it were back in the day. So hopefully the sound and video are working all right. I've got my computer, my laptop on in the background to get the comments if I get drunk and I can't read the comments. So tonight it's about Shepherd Neame 1698. They've had them up the house, so they're reasonably warm. And Fuller's and Bonjour. It's actually showing up near now the comments faster than it is on my phone. That's interesting. So yeah, versus Fuller's 1845. Good evening, Mr. Beer and Buildings. And it's funny, when you haven't had a drink, you can actually read really well. And when you've had a drink, you can't read shit. So two amazing beers. I do intend to do a live brew dog versus Guinness live. Good evening, Benjamin and Mark. Been a long time. It has. It feels weird. I'm absolutely well nervous doing. I've done lives. God, flipping out. Nearly 3 years. And good evening, Wayne. And tonight actually feeling stressed. And I've got the radiator between my legs. Good place to have a radiator between your legs. So go drink down. Yeah, exactly. So two amazing beers. You know, if you are, what was that? As long as you can still read. I've got the laptop there, the Chromebook. Although the beers are in the way. So let's crack a beer open. I have not had Fuller's 1845 for a long bloody time. It feels nice. It feels nice to be doing this again. Like I say, I do want to do a Brewdog versus Guinness because it does seem to be all the rage at the moment. And I need to go to Tesco's and try and pick them up tomorrow or even tonight. Bollock over each side of it. Good evening, John. Good evening, Thomas. We're all well. Everyone got past that snow this morning. Thankfully, the sun came out. Most of the snow's gone. Bloody stuff. I came home at 10 o'clock, so I've been sat in the front room all day with the little one. So been out and got the wife's birthday present. So here we go. Fuller's 1845. If you don't know, it says here, bottled mature to perfection for 100 days. At about 9 inches in Sheffield. Hey. We had a fair bit here, to be fair. Certainly further out at Cockliffe, we had a fair bit. Here, probably about that much here. Cockliffe, about that much. Had some snow as well. So yeah, 6.3%, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, it is. I've got the old magnifying glass. Good evening, Alan, from Norway. And yeah, we're not too bad. We've had some snow in the UK, which means panic stations. You know, we have about that much snow, and everyone can't drive, and it's just absolutely mad. Forest, yeah, they just need to get back on it now. Forest do. Every time we buy all these new bloody players. Good evening, Dave, Mr. Goathead. How are you, mate? So it says on the back, first brewed in 1995 to celebrate our 150th anniversary. They could have put that in different writing. This bottle conditioned recipe is inspired by the original Fuller's brewing books. The amber malt and Golding's hops combine to create a delicious fruitcake aroma. As this beer is bottle conditioned, we recommend it is stored upright and poured carefully. Stored upright, 1 centimetre of snow. Oh my God. Yeah. You see the news? I mean, in the Shetlands, they're minus 15. If it was minus 15 in the rest of the UK, you know, it'd be like the second coming of it's daft, really. So, Don't pour too much of that. So, crystal clear pour, as you'd expect. Get some glasses. I've got some glasses somewhere. Can't find them. Put them down. Can't find them. That's not a joke either. I've actually got some glasses. Oh dear. So, it's an amber looking pour in this light anyway. The lighting is not great. The light's good coming that way, but it's never good going that way. Like I say, little strip of head on there. Clear pour, amber. Oh, beautiful fruitcake aroma. I've chucked some cask beer reviews in lately. Yeah, every time I go to a pub and I've got off, I'm having a beer, I think, I sod it, I'll just do it. And it's good. It's good for the breweries, you know. That's about it. 1 minute. You can't talk a lot in 1 minute. It's all about the beer, and that's it. Maybe a slight. I did a beer review the other week, taking the piss out of one of the local breweries because they had a bit of a go at me for giving the game away on one of their beers. But it was all done in jest, all good jest. There is a lot of cask, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Still doing the 1 or 2 big reviews down the shed though. Good evening, Darren. Have I got a new dog? No. We're thinking about getting a new dog, but it won't be till well after our wedding and my daughter's wedding. I'm finding reviewing beers in the pub. I'm all right. First beer is always a bit strange, but you know when I'm off steaming, couldn't give an absolute monkeys then. Weisser beers and Dunkels. I'm getting into them, like you know. Yeah, I'm getting into them more. You know, it's like Belgian beers. At one stage, I wouldn't touch a bloody Belgian beer. Hated Hoegaarden. And to be honest, I'm not really that keen on Hoegaarden even now. So, yeah, lovely fruitcake aroma on this. Oh, that does it the spot, doesn't it? Tasting as good as I remember it. I mean, it's been a while since I've tasted this, and it's at the right temperature. It's not quite room temperature, and it's certainly not chilled, but it's looking good. I'm definitely getting that fruit cake, feeling the strength from it. Oh, it's a little, you know, for the price, £1.80. It's certainly banana taste. I always get a banana taste on bloody Belgian beers. Yeah, always banana. And the same with Weisser beers as well. Always Hefeweizens and all them sort of things. Always get banana. And next Friday, I'm down in Norwich. So I'm going to Low Cost Beer in St. Neots. That's a bloody trek down to Cambridge, though. I thought it was next to Peterborough, but it's a right trek. But anyway, I'm going to go down and then I'm over to St. Peter's Brewery. Anyway, I'll carry on and I'll join in the chat as well. Wheat beers are something you can't say you've had much of it, man. Yeah, we all, you know, some beers you like the styles and some beers you don't, do you? I can take them and leave them. I mean, I like my Imperial Stouts, but I also like a good trad beer. Sour beers, I think it depends on my mood as well and the time of the year. This time of the year in the house, brilliant. Good evening, Miss Cocoons. That's how you pronounce it. So yeah, I'm so far behind answering back on comments, but yeah, my beer festival is actually July the 14th, and it's actually when we renew our wedding vows. Why anybody wants to be married to me for 25 years is funny, but anyway, yeah. So the Wraggys Beer Festival is actually at my wedding vows, and I am actually starting to send invites out. Yeah, well behind. I ain't even got a best man yet. Do you need a best man for a wedding vow? I don't know. You know, I won't want to. I don't fancy putting the stress on somebody to be, you know, do that. I see my mate who's presenting Mrs. Wraggy with a medal. I've been better recently. Yeah, I haven't been getting drunk so much. That's because most of the beers I've got are shite, and so yeah, I'm having between 20 and 25 beers in mini keg, local beers, a couple from St. Peter's, and then I'm brewing 3 big beers. I'm brewing. If you watched the other day, I'm brewing a double chocolate. I put 2 lots of double chocolate together and an extra kilo of sugar. Apparently, Blue Peter badge. Apparently, it's going to come out at 14.4%. If it lives up to what it should do, so that'll be interesting. But I'm also adding after secondary fermentation, and that's something where I need to speak to commercial home brewers. I've got some rum and raisin, so I'm thinking of doing a rum and raisin double chocolate imperial stout, which is bonkers, isn't it? 14%. And then I'm doing some grain brewing. I've got the grain here. Don't go off. I can't read it if it goes off. I've got the grain here, so I'm doing a cookie dough chocolate mild, about 5.5%, and also an 11% imperial stout from grain. So, and that'll also be sticky toffee pudding imperial stout. So wow, Cracker Jack Pencil. So yeah, it's tasting lovely. You know, it's for me, Fuller's, as long as they don't do. I had some Adnams the other month and it wasn't right at all. Currently having a nerd brewing 11.5% imperial stout after a cold day. Yeah, you can't fault it, can you? Yeah. I drank 2 big beers last night, got off steaming, and the wife didn't even notice, to be fair. So yeah, drank 2 cracking beers, and yeah, I'm obviously getting better at hiding it. Yeah, I think Fuller's are from London way, aren't they? Let me just have a look on the back. Yeah, London, UK. Yeah, at the Griffin Brewery on Chiswick Lane for Asahi. Hey, what a shame. But at least Asahi at the moment haven't knackered it up. Green King IPA. But you don't want that. But it's tasting good. Now, will it beat 1698? Yeah, the old magnifying glass. You can't beat it, can you? Will it beat 1698 in a battle versus beer? 1698 is probably the beer that's won the most one-on-one battles. New beer glasses on the shelf. So what I've done above me, I've actually took some of the beer glasses off that wall and put them up there, primarily because I've not got a lot of beer, and they wanted to initiative Fuller's pubs and real estate. Yeah, makes you wonder, doesn't it? Hey, because if a pub's got so many a brewery's got so many pubs, all that's worth a hell of a lot of money. And I suppose that's the same with Marston's, Green King, Everard's. Everard's have got quite a lot of pubs. I know that Lincoln Green rent pubs off them. And Heineken have got a ridiculous amount of pubs, or whoever owns Heineken anyway. London's real estate, yeah. Especially in our prices have gone up. I mean, my house, when we first moved in 18 years ago, was something like 25,000 quid. Wish I'd have bought it then. Now it's worth near on 200, and so it's crazy, isn't it? Are you going to do some tutorials on your homebrew? God, I'm about the worst homebrewer there is. The beer comes out nice though, to be fair. Sticky toffee pudding choc sounds amazing. When I do the grain brewing, I'm going to go live on both, because to be honest, it's like 5 or 6 hours of bloody grain brewing. Yeah, some dodgy bloody neighbours at the side of us. But yeah, I'm gonna do a live grain brewing. Then all the proper brewers out there can laugh and take the piss out of my crap grain brewing. I mean, my own brewing's not so great, to be fair. Marston's are selling over 40 of their pubs. It's all about, well, Carlsberg own them now, don't they? It's all about making a bit of dosh, isn't it? Yeah. But it's nice to be back in the beer room. It's slightly chilly down here. I picked a cool night to actually try and do a live, but I've got the internet working. Yeah, all of a sudden the internet, the wired internet, is actually working. So that's great. But I'm using the phone to do this. Is it showing up okay? No one's actually said it. And I'm using my decent phone to do the actual video, and I'm using my other phone for the internet. So it hotspots it. Crazy, isn't it? The stuff you have to do just to get chuffing internet in the shed. Yeah, touch wood. Let's hope. Hey, good evening, Titus. Are we the best 0% beers off the source now? Yeah. Is that for a reason, to lose weight? There's lots of reasons in this world why we do what we do anyway. Cheers, Darren. And Ali, good evening. How are you? I'm glad the quality is good. It's funny, by lowering the quality, it actually makes it better. You think it'd be the other way around, wouldn't you? Although, yeah, strange how the internet is. So this is tasting lovely. Lucky Saint Lager. Just drink water. Yeah, but sometimes, when you're out in pubs, you want to look like you're drinking, even though you're not. If you like stouts, mate, Guinness 0% is probably the king of 0%ers. Beck's Blue for lager is absolutely the king. Don't touch any of the bloody Doom Bar alcohol free, Old Speckled and alcohol free, because they are rancid. They're just overly malty and not nice at all to drink. Yeah, it's like drinking a nasty version of tea, and that's me being nice. Good evening, Mr. Bramall. It's been a while. How did your Red Willow Brewery beer go? Have you tasted it? Obviously, you probably have by now. It's probably done and dusted a while ago. Watery and tasteless. Yeah. Yeah. The Brewdog versus Guinness should be interesting. That's going to be one of my next ones to put on the agenda. May even do one Sunday. The wife's out tonight getting her haircut, so Sunday night may be the night. Although we are going for a meal Sunday. Wife's birthday Monday, so that kind of ruins my agenda. Albeit, I'm going to use the times when she goes to classes and stuff to do lives, because I get a nice open window, and as long as I don't get drunk, I'm all good. And yeah, I ain't got any decent beer behind me to get drunk. So apart from last night, I had 2 amazing beers. But there you go. So 3 cans in the fridge. I'm hoping to get it. I'm hoping to go to Tesco's to get it. Yeah, still working at the same place. Still working at Cockcliffe and Kelham. I'm renewing my vows at Cockcliffe. So yeah, still working on the gardens. I'm going to do some update videos, but it's no point in winter because it looks shit. The gardens, it's like green grass and dead plants in winter months. Soon it'll start to change, and it's all coming along, apart from today when I got to work and it was white over, and it's like, yeah, I hate this weather. Absolutely hate it. Brewing your own recipe at Lord's on the 23rd of March, British IPA. Awesome. Nice of John to do that. He's a good lad. As long as you don't get drunk, love. Soon from the latest beer. You got a putty. Yeah. I reviewed it and all. That was last night, steaming. Yeah, I feel they're milking the brand as well. Yeah, yeah, it's like getting the under a cow and going, yeah, you've got your putty order, and it's like, let's have another order, triple putty. You know what's coming next? There'll be a single putty. Why? For me, it may weaken the brand. I mean, to be honest, triple putty is actually super bloody nice. I find it better than double putty. Um, yeah, but yeah, woof. Oh, the Coronation Stout should be on in your Sainsbury's. It may well be that whoever's your Sainsbury's is, they're just a bit slow at dressing it on the shelves. It will be coming. It certainly is. Sainsbury's aren't daft. They will milk it. Well, like all these companies do these days. It's all about milking it, isn't it? Getting someone to buy something. Cloudwater did the same thing with Troubles, IPA, Dipper, and DDH. Yeah. That's definitely coming. You can see it. You know, if they've bought the triple out, they're definitely, yeah. The coronation will be at all Sainsbury's. God, it's freezing in here. Good evening, Liam Mater. Did I tell you that I spoke to them about your caravan, mate, and they're good with that. Yeah. Anything to do, you might have to come earlier than 7 o'clock for the second sitting. You know, get there a bit earlier. But that it's that 7 o'clock's a load of rubbish anyway, because by about 5:30, I'm all good. But Troubles Enhanced. You're joking. That's piss take, isn't it? Was on a 10% putty in the Pipeworks 2 nights ago. Fantastic. Yeah, I thought it was really good, mate. You'll see by my review. Triple sec. I like triple sec, to be honest. Yeah, I could drink triple sec by the pint, but that's why I've stopped drinking spirits, because yeah, drinking by the pint is never a good thing. Yeah, so yeah, tents and the caravan's allowed, as long as you get in, park it up, and you don't upset the farmers. But yeah, and watch out for the rodents, because there's rodents galore running up to Cockley. The farmers' road's awful. I think our road's not that great either, but there you go. Fruitcake aroma, it's tasting absolutely delicious. If I was going to review Fuller's, I'd give this a good 4.5, because it is a top class beer. Now, to put it against Shepherd and Neame, beer versus beer, taste versus taste, that's where it gets really interesting. So on to 1698, and then we'll do the actual beer versus beer in the middle of all this chat. Caister-on-Sea probably go past Woodford's Brewery. Yes, mater, I've seen that. So I'm going to travel down to St. Neots, which is a trek, let me tell you. But I want to go to I want to see low cost beer. I don't ever go down that end of the country very often. I went to Fort Park last year, but could have bloody popped in then. It was on the way down. But yeah, I'm going to go to St. Neots to that. I'm going to go to St. Peter's. And I'm telling you now, Woodford's is not far away. We're not allowed to get in the caravan. We're going in the caravan. Let's hope it's warm. Our friends are going in the caravan. Yeah, and apparently it's not a heated caravan. Jesus Christ. And that, I think they've got to change to a heated caravan. I think she went for a cheap caravan, and the caravan's rocking. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a bollocking off the father-in-law when we first met my wife, because they came up for one night and they knocked on the door. Can you stop knocking? Can you stop rocking? Yeah, not good. But anyway, yeah, Woodford's is not far away from Caister-on-Sea, and also Wildcraft Brewery are not far away. So that first day, it might all be about the Wraggy, and then the wife will take over. The plum porter, yeah, mate, it's tasting absolutely spot on. The longer you leave it, it's going to be amazing. toasting our King Charles' selection of German lagers to celebrate his heritage. Yeah. So let's dive into Shepherd Neame 1698. Absolute classic. Is it their best beer? I think Christmas Ale is their best beer, if I'm being absolutely honest. We were in our local small craft bar yesterday. Felt like we're back in Nottingham, Black Iris and the Unwrapped one. Oh, bless you. I was at Black Iris last week. Bloody hell, it was cold. And they turned the heaters off. The outdoor heaters, you press the button, didn't come on. And I thought that was a little bit miserable. Unless where we were sat, the heaters are not working. But I absolutely assume, I know I still need to get my bloody beer tickets. Yeah. I need to start paying out for some tickets for the Craft Beer Festival and find out what the wife and friends are doing, whether they're going to come for the all dayer, whether they're going to come at 5 o'clock. Has to stop doing St. Peter's beer. Oh, that's sad. Sainsbury's are doing it though. Yeah. I ain't got mine yet. I will do. So 1698, 6.5% if memory serves me correctly. Yep. So it says 1698, bottle condition, same as the 1845. Kentish strong ale from Kent Beer Reviews part of the world. Is a living product which continues to ferment in the bottle. This creates a natural sediment. I've never come across a sediment in this, to be honest. Just like real ales, it ferments in the cask at the pub. Only local hops, malted barley, and glucose syrup, and water drawn from our artesian well are used to brew 1698. So Auburn, roasted fruit hoppy, rich, fruity, and warming. That's what you're supposed to get anyway. So yeah, well, the table we sat at didn't have the heaters on. We had two beers. I was driving as well, so I had a third of 6% goat juice, tasting tropical beer, beautiful, and 9.5% third of her name was Rebera, and that was it because obviously I was driving and I've just reminded myself I haven't done a pub review from there, so I need to get a crack on for next week really. So here we go. This beat, now if I remember rightly, it was Witchwood, King Goblin, Abbott Reserve, and there was another one I can't remember, something along the similar lines. I got steam in that night as well. If they had sugar to bump up the AVB, or they should have ragged it with this. Yeah. Yeah. That imperial stout that I'm doing, there's glucose, there's all sorts of stuff in that, and a lot of grain. So as you can see, it's a lighter colour. I won't go on about the colours too much because we're going to do a beer versus beer. But it's looking again like an amberish looking pour. A white head on there, good bit of carbonation actually, more carbonation than the other one that I've noticed. On the nose, yeah, more malty on the nose. There is a fruitcake aroma on there again. It does seem that the bigger beers do have this fruitcake thing going off. I do want to get the Fuller's Vintage. I think that's the best of the Fuller's beers. Fuller's Vintage is their best beer. Christmas Ale is their best beer. But the only problem is you can't get them out in the wild. You have to buy bloody cases. And I'm not buying cases. And sorry, I don't. It's 6.5% on this one. So one's 6.3, one's 6.5. Fuller's Vintage is an absolute belter. This, you know, it's an easy drinking beer. Yes, it's 6%, but once you've tasted a few 6%ers and got past the ABV, the taste in them is lovely. I mean, the aroma, the fruitcake aroma. I know a lot of people are scared of ABV and never scared, unless it's about 20%. And That's where it gets a bit worrying. How did you get chocolate into the brew? I did one with cocoa and lost the chocolate, but got all the bitterness. Used it for cooking. Some people do use cocoa powder. I know somebody was on, what did they use? Actually melted chocolate and put chocolate in that way. You know, got a load of cheap chocolate from the likes of Lidl, melted it and chucked it in that way. Although, to be fair, if you think about it, when if you're doing grain brewing, yeah, cabbage fruit, no, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Grain brewing, you can actually you should be able to chuck the actual, because it's boiling out the hell, you should be able to chuck the chocolate straight in. And then there's the cream egg. I did the cream egg, yeah, with my imperial stout. Tasted bloody amazing. Yeah, I think I microwaved the cream egg, and because you couldn't get one from Siren, so was it Siren Craft? Sold out within a few minutes. Cream egg nonsense, yeah. To be fair, Neon Raptor brought out a beer that's got mini eggs in. Clusters, it's clusters, but it's their mini egg version. I'm tempted to buy it, but Goose Island, that was it, yeah. And they didn't make it anywhere near enough. Good evening, dog. And cheers. There's lots of reviews on the channel. Thomas, it's been a while. Good evening. I can see the comments there, but I can see the comments a bit clearer down there. I need to rejig the beer room so that the laptop's further higher up, but not in the way of the camera. I will do it. I will have a play, he says. I think it's this. There's a bar just there. If I move that over, I can put the laptop on there and then it's all good. Homemade cream eggs. Yeah. Well, with that, if you're brewing your own, like you've got an imperial stout, cream egg, microwave it, or even in the pan, pour it in, mix it up, let it cool down. It's going to be a bit, you're going to get some fattiness in there, but it's going to come. It is going to come really nice. Yeah, Neon Raptor, the only ones I've seen that have got a mini egg, that have got some sort of Easter egg beer. Well played on them as well. I need to go down to Neon Raptor, to the tap room, and do a bit of a quarter of each and come away half steaming. That might be a thing for next weekend. I might drag the wife down. Oh no, not next weekend. I'm not even here. Maybe a few weeks away. Evening, Carl. How are you? I do like Easter. I like themed beers. The supermarkets and the breweries are missing the trick. You know, themed beers, Valentine's themed. I mean, I don't support Valentine's Day because I think it's just Americanism that's come over here. But it is interesting for that, that side of things. And yeah, have these themed beers. So I'm doing a 1698 versus 1845 battle, although I'm still on the 1698 first, and then I'll pour both out and do a battle. But it gives everybody a chance to have a chat before I get, slightly off steaming. And drinking Brewdog Black Art. I need to get it. I'm tempted to say to the wife tonight, looks like you're running out of beer. I am. I'm on the dregs now. And I do mean the dregs. There's beers on the beer wall that I'm looking at and thinking, I don't really want to review you. But, I will do it. I'll do it. Well, until next weekend when I go down to, we're going out on a bit of a trek next weekend. And so I'm going to pick up some new beers there. Well, hopefully new beers. And, yeah. New beers for the beer wall anyway. I'm hoping to find a real ale shop somewhere in Norwich, or go to the supermarkets, because the supermarkets are bound to have beers from that neck of the woods. You'd think so. Local beers. So that's what I'm hoping to do. Whether the supermarkets down there support their local breweries, that's another thing. You know, you think they would. So, the radiator is just keeping the absolute chill off this shed. It's Baltic in here. It's Baltic outside. Good thing the sun came out today. Oh, you can't fault a decent beer, can you? You know, Shepherd Neame. I know a lot of people don't like supermarket beers and what they stand for, but you know, it's what the mass amount of people get. Are they get into beers? So it's, you know, it's an interesting way into beers. What's this? Just cracked Audi Boa Indian Lager, the Cobra clone. I have not even seen that one. Shepherd Neame have won this. We'll see. Small wood burner in there. I was going to put a wood burner in at some stage, and it was far too much hassle. And these days, I can get wood relatively easy. Any Irish beers coming in for St. Patrick's Day? I think I'm going to do the Guinness, mate. You know, the new Guinness, the Brewdog. I know everybody and his son are reviewing it at the moment, but I am going to do it. Cobra ripoff, proper skunked. Yeah, definitely going to try that anyway. I've got loads of videos coming on the channel. I'm about 3 days in advance at the moment, and that's just on normal beer reviews, not even counting these bloody cask beers. It don't help when you do about 16 beers in one day. Last Saturday, I did 20 reviews when we was out. 20 flipping reviews. Mad. Wraggy can get woody. No one trusts me. I need to say. Yeah, it's where I work. But anyway, yeah. Brewdog are not daft. By bringing out something that they are going to put up against Guinness, you know they want into that Guinness mainstream market. If you get a big rival to Guinness to sit on the shelf next to them, I mean, they've got the money to pay for it, as I've Guinness. You know, Guinness is Diageo. So, you know, the owners of Guinness, the Guinness brand, and Baileys, and God knows how many other brands. Smells bad but tastes good. Slurpee, I've not seen him for a while. I keep seeing his videos online. He has some good views on his videos. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of all these people that, you know, went on to do their own channels and getting good views. It's not always easy doing drinking in the pub. Helps if the pub's a bit quieter because you don't give a shit. So, tasting absolutely spot on. I have not had any food yet, so this will be interesting. The Brewdog Stout is in a black can with gold writing. Yeah, 4.1%. Yeah, £5 for a pack of 4, 25 pence more than a pack of Guinness. That's where they've got it wrong. They should have put it at the same price. Yeah, don't be greedy. Stick it at the same price. Or is that the supermarkets doing that? Don't forget that the supermarkets are just as bad. They can you know, put prices up and down at will to make a brand, you know, look better. They're not daft, supermarkets aren't. So, again, a good tasting beer. At the moment, out of the two, I've enjoyed the Fullers more than the Shepherd Neame at the moment. But that I've got to put both against each other. So that's going to be interesting, you know, one against the other. So let's pour it out and beer versus beer time. So there we go. Shepherd Neame in the darker Wraggys glass. Put that there. Oh gosh, drinking cold beer in the shed's not good. 24 cans of Worthington cream foe to the bash. Drinking a wine back at Fest beer, 6.2%. Oh, bless you. 1 litre bottle from Aldi, £3. £3 for 1 litre. That's not bad. You've got to get your bargains when you can these days, haven't you? So there we go. I must have drank more of the Fullers to start off with. So Shepherd Neame at the front, Fullers at the back. Yeah, you can see that on the camera. Just have to check. Let me lower that down because I need them both to be about the same height. That's better. So when you look at them, obviously now Fullers is a bit darker than the Shepherd Neame. Shepherd Neame being the one here, Fullers being the one there. The colour of the head's about the same. Carbonation, a lot more carbonation going off there than the Fullers. Can you use Nitro Surge on any can? Is it special Guinness cans? Yeah, this Nitro Surge, we've got a similar thing at work where you put the can on like a tray and it sends like an electric volt through the can and it helps it, you know, it pours it like a draft beer. But yeah, why would you? Worthingtons, 24 cans. Yeah, 24 cans of Worthingtons. Yeah, you'd get a little bit tipsy on that. So, looks wise, you know, they are what they are. You can't really special now. £7.50 for 4. I think I'll skip it. Is that what they are? Ooh, I want to review it, but £7.50 for flipping 4 cans. That means I've got 3 cans. That it's like, yeah, I may do. Watching the other pennies at the moment, so you know, you look and you think, do I really want to do that? Sat in people's drawers gathering dust. You're damn right, Benjamin. People jump on this bandwagon, and they do with beer. You know, it's like the hype beers, they jump on the bandwagon. Brewdog, they're jumping on the bandwagon. I've seen the views for Brewdog Blackheart reviews. A crazy amount of views, to be fair. And the Guinness. And these gimmicks, we can see they're gimmicks, but the general public will jump on this. Brewdog, clever at marketing. They're not daft. And wow, I'm getting cold in there. Freezing. Put my feet on the radiator. Yeah, I mean, they're clever at what they do. So, looks wise, they both look good beers. A lot more carbonation in the Shepherd and Neame. Got to wonder why. Why there's a hell of a lot more carbonation. It's a 6% beer. Why? You know, it shouldn't be chucking out that much carbonation. It's a strange one, that is. Unless I can't see it in this one, but no, I can't see any carbonation. Oh, there is. There's a bit. Might just be the colour of the beer then. Aroma. Like I say, that malty fruitcake aroma's coming through on the Fullers, on the Shepherd and Neame. Get the nose into gear. Right, gotta say, Fuller's 1845 has got a slightly better nose than the Shepherd Neame. It's a little bit more prominent on the nose than the Shepherd Neame, and the Shepherd Neame's a little bit closer to the top, albeit that much. Getting slightly out of date. Beers in cans from the pub, £7.5 to £2.75. You can't fault it, mate. Yeah, I mean, especially if they're stouts, then it doesn't bloody matter. If they're dippers, I mean, let's be fair. I've had stuff from Low Cost Beer nearly a year out of date, and it still tasted absolutely amazing. Yeah, Holborns have been a bit crap, haven't they? Gotta be honest. Yeah, I think Low Cost Beer bought all their stock. I have a feeling, but maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. But yeah, that time I went to Holborns, flipping heck, because Mersey Beers put me onto it, Adam, and wow. So looks wise, it's a draw. Apart from the fact that that's still a bit carbonated for me, which is a bit of a strange one. Aroma wise, 1845 is winning it. So, you know, slightly at the moment, you can get one can of Guinness for £1.75 plus £25 for the Nitro Surge. Yeah. No, that Nitro Surge, fuck it. I'm not paying 25 quid for a Nitro Surge. Yeah, I'll get the wife's jewelry cleaner. It'll do the same trick. Yeah. And that's where I feel that some beer reviewers have got more money than, well, fucking hell, more money to waste than certainly I have. You know, it's like the ones who have got all these machines, perfect. I know there's some. I mean, obviously, there's one or two that might get them for free. Well, maybe one. But like all the perfect draft and all these bloody different machines, Beer Monster, you know, whatever. It's nice. I mean, if you get them for free, fair play. But you know, if someone wants to give you a machine for free, jobs are good. And but shake the can. Yeah. Good evening, Matt. But I'll never be on that radar of doing that. So yeah. Apparently a jewelry cleaner can do it. I mean, there's got to be a way of doing it. Or like you say, just shake the bloody can beforehand, give it a good shake, pour it in, woof. Job's a good one. Or get a car battery, sticks on the car battery, put some leads to it, and then try not to blow your car up or blow yourself up. Yeah, there you go. So, all down to the aroma now. 47 minutes. Wow. I tell you what, it's funny how you can get back into this. I was so hesitant beforehand, and I set up nearly an hour beforehand trying to get the internet working. The internet on the phone's been working great. Craig, good evening, mate. I hope you're well. You have got a cracking head of hair these days. Wow. I seen a review the other day when you with your hat off, and I'm like, fucking hell, that is amazing. And it's so black still. Hey, Jesus, what I would do for black hair. That's my hair. I look like a fucking old man, but pardon my French. And it's freezing. Put me out back on. Good evening, Mr. Mersey Bears. And yes, mate, it is nice to be doing this again, to be fair. Did you see Simon's Brewdog Peanut? No. To be fair, I haven't watched, with probably the exception of Craig, maybe Hopzine and Bullman, anybody's beer reviews for a long time. Just no time to watch. Plug it in your car battery. Otter Bright by Otter Brewery. Otter Brewery. Why do they ring a bell? Am I going to St. Peter's? Hell yes. I'm trying to get a bloody brewery tour. Well, not maybe a brewery tour, but I hopefully I'll get a look around the brewery and put it on the old internet as well. Yeah, I've got to come back on the lives for definite. I have. Jackman, good evening, matey. I need to put in our chat something, but I'll tell you later. A wacky community? Hell yes. It's the best community, isn't it? I think the beer community across all the beer reviewers, well, most of them, is a fantastic community, because it gives people that thing to talk to people, it opens doors to other people to come in, and everyone's going on a journey. We're all on a journey in life, all different journeys, tough journeys, bloody tough journeys at times. And sometimes the ability to tootle away on the keyboard, or even to join in a beer review, is amazing. Paul, good evening, matey. Stuck in Warrington traffic. I hope the snow's gone up there. My son was on the M1. He was just he's left Doncaster, and one road was closed, and because of a traffic accident, and he couldn't get back onto another road, got forced onto the M1 and then into another bloody traffic accident. So, want to please. Good evening, Barry, Mr. All the Bit. No idea. How are you, matey? And your YouTube subscribers has gone up something fucking amazing. I am watching 2,500 last time I looked. What's it on now? About 3,000. And yeah, so good to be back on the lives. So I'll reiterate, we're doing a 1845 versus Shepherd Neame 1698. They are the beers. Shepherd Neame at the front, 1845 at the back. Started the boot camp to get fit for the Summer Beer Festival. What are you doing? More drinking. Fair play. That's Shepherd Neame. That's 1845. On the nose, 1845's winning. The looks wise, I'm a bit concerned why there's so much carbonation on the 1698. That was weird. Yeah, the amount of breweries that have gone is horrible, isn't it? Do you know, Nottingham, locally, no one's gone. Not one single brewery. There are some new breweries opening in Nottinghamshire, even though, even in these super bloody tough times, it's looking at your back end. You don't look at my back end. You don't want to smell my back end anyway, that's for sure. I don't want to smell my back end. And for those people who drink beer, and especially homebrew, yeah, it's not a good thing in the morning. It's great for clearing out your system. We'll leave it at that. But it's not a good thing. Keeping all Nottingham breweries afloat. Yeah. Yeah, I've done some good cask beer drinking recently. I'm off again tomorrow afternoon to do a bit of cask, although we'll see how long it is. I mean, for me, I'd stop out for about 6 or 7 hours. But one, money flow, there's only so much beer drinking you can afford to do. And business rates in April, yeah, there's a lot of scariness on that. Let's hope we are out of the silliness from the gas and electric prices. Too much info. That's this channel all over. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, I'll never be like anybody else. Yeah, I can't do it. Drinking a Beer Mapelli from Aldi. I actually like that. Obviously it's a Beretta. I forgot the bloody name of it now. I forgot the name of it. But obviously it's a clone or probably from Swinkles. Is it Holland? Swinkles? Yeah, cheers, mate. Doing well, mate. Hope you are too, Mr. All the Beer, no idea. Hope you well. Return of the lockdown prune juice wine. Do you know something? I'm tempted to do a small, and I do mean small because you won't want to drink loads of it, prune juice wine for my wedding vows, and then get people to put it on the internet and and share it. That'd be hilarious. I am on TikTok now. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I've got about 30 people following me. All good. Yeah, TikTok's a bit strange though. Yeah. I don't mind seeing the cute animals on TikTok. What I don't like seeing is lions ripping apart bloody, whatever they're ripping apart, which that's something like, fucking hell, get that off. I like seeing dogs, but there's a lot of other stuff on TikTok which is like, what the hell? And I have to quickly knock it off because it's like, trying not to go out this weekend. Preparation, Mr. Bruno's. Bruno's landed on Wednesday. Ooh, bless you. Neptune opening their new tap room. Neptune. Bless you. Is Mr. Bruno's bringing his good lady over? Start on some track. We've got a place near us who are actually starting to get track in. When I finally start getting back onto buying beer, it's been a while. I bought literally next to no beer for 3 months, for all sorts of reasons, obviously. Off to Azvex tomorrow, Nagan. Oh, bless you. No matter the day this weekend, run out of presenters. Gary Lineker, you paid $1.5 million to do what you do. Keep your fucking nose out of politics. Politics is dangerous. Yes, a lot of people will agree with him, and then a hell of a lot of people are thinking, what's your beef? A lot of people voted for Brexit, and whether you agree or don't agree, the majority did. Them who didn't vote should have bloody voted. It's a funny old world out there, it really is. Are you on TikTok as well, Barry? Yeah. It's just porn. TikTok is just porn. Every time I go on and I'm trying to post one of my videos, I just get some porn on there, and it's like, fuck off. Especially when the wife's next to me, it's like, fucking hell, I don't want to see that. And she's probably in the background watching this video, so I've got to be careful. Is Radler popular in the UK? Don't see many Radlers, to be fair. But one stage, even Foster's had a Radler, and it wasn't too bad, to be fair. Ian Wright and Shearer bailed out as well. Have they? Ooh. Good evening, Christopher. It has been a long time, hasn't it? 3 long months. You've always got to be sad. Harry's just for Seba's Beer X. I'd love to get something like that. But yeah, they're not going to invite some grey-haired beer reviewer from Nottingham. Yeah, even my lucky sod, I don't get that. Don't you? I don't even look for it and get it. Some of the stuff I do get, I cringe. It's like, fucking hell. And you're trying to... And it is addictive. This scrolling, it's like, fucking hell, you get something nice that you want to watch, like a puppy going up to a chicken, and like, and the puppy's shaking, and the chicken puts his, or hen, whatever they are, puts his ring around him, and it's like, oh god, that is so cute. And then in the next scroll, it's something like an animal being shredded by lions, and it's like, I really do not ever want to see that ever in my life. And I've tried to stop all that shit as well. It's the algorithms. Is that what it is? Hazelnut porter. Right. So anyway, I'll actually get on to the tasting now. So they've both had about the same time. You'll have to check that out. What, the TikTok? Yeah, it's worse than Instagram's bad enough, but TikTok's even worse. Anyway, I shall now down to the tasting, the most important part, really. Fuller's 1845 is certainly the winning wrong type of puppies. It was proper. These were lovely little puppies, but not them type of puppies. Yeah. They've both got good noses. Fuller's, Shepherd Neame. However, Fuller's is just winning it for me at the moment. Just. Lovely malty fruitcake aromas coming off that. Good aroma. There's a slight, and I do mean, I got it when I was drinking it earlier. There's a slight artificial taste coming through on that. Oh, I do miss these Battle of the Beers. I got the house half steaming, but I do miss the fact that see which wins. Now tonight, like a few people here, I would have said it's some dodgy nose. A Wraggys beer review always hits dodgy nose. TikTok, I haven't got time for that. I just copy and paste, mate. Yeah, I put a photo on, copy and paste. Job's a good one. I think I've got about 50 followers now. I think. Yeah, I've not really advertised it though, to be fair. Yeah. Live it. Good evening, Josh. Yeah, lockdown was an occasion, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, for me it was great to come down the beer room. Bearing in mind I was working at the shittiest of workplaces, and it helped me. Yeah, and also the extra pint of wine at night helped as well. So here we go. Oh. I hope my wife don't want me to drive after this. Copyright on your photos on Instagram now. You do get some strange stuff. I do that on all mine now, Barry. Across from Twitter to Facebook to Instagram and onto TikTok, it's copy paste. Fuck it, I've done. I can't be done with messing about. It just takes too long otherwise. I used to do a separate post, and problem is because I'm doing cask beer reviews now. So I go out on a Saturday. Last Saturday, I drank 20 different beers, albeit some of them were thirds and some were halves, not one pint. Jesus Christ, I couldn't drink 20 pints. And in fact, in the last pub I went into, I had a third of 10%, a third of 7%, and 2/3 of about 5%. So yeah, it was a good one. Hoping to do about 2 a week, Christopher. Yeah. Hoping to get back on. I need to get back on the ladder. I feel that the more I keep away from it, the tougher it is to come back into it. And even today at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whenever it was, at 6 o'clock, went to the McKellar bar in Copenhagen. Oh, bless you. 2 a day. Yeah, I was really nervous, and now that the internet seems to be playing ball, and it's starting to warm up, 2 a week's a good thing, or maybe even 3 if I can get away with it. But cheers, pal. Do apologise if I say people's names wrong, you know. So 1845, Shepherd Neame. At the moment, 1845 is actually winning. I thought Shepherd Neame would win. I'm getting a strange artificial taste from that I don't remember getting before. Is it my taste buds? Could well be. You know, as with all beer reviews and all beer reviewers, you know, sometimes on any given day, you can have a strange taste in your mouth. And I'm not going down that route any further. Fruitcake, malty. And now I'm not getting the artificial, probably because I'm getting half drunk, but yeah. Oh dear, it's going to go down to the wire. It is, isn't it? You know, I'm good with that, to be fair. But spring's coming, summer's coming. Next winter, Definitely going to think about getting another heater for the shed. Probably a gas bottle. Might stock up on gas bottles through the summer when they're a bit cheaper. Get about 10 gas bottles lined up for the shed, and you know, just enjoy a nice warmer shed. So still can't believe the carbonation in that. The 1698 has still got a lot of carbonation going off. I never noticed that in 1698 before. That's quite surprising. It may well be the glass. The glass might have like a widget. There is a printed thing on the bottom, so, and there isn't on that. So that's probably the reason. These glasses, you know, these like you do get it. You get it in lager glasses where you'll get like a printed thing on the bottom, and it carbonates off that. And that may be why, although the head's no different to the Fullers, to be fair. So here we go. So that's pull of the dice. There is a slight artificialness coming through. Gotta be honest. Yeah. So in this, at this moment in time, with the two beers I've got, there's a winner. 1845. Wow. I don't know what was going on for that. Whether it's just me, hard to know. But Fuller's certainly as one. The Shepherd Neame, I don't know what's going on for that artificial taste. I'm certainly getting a bit of artificial taste on there. It's a strange one. Both amazing beers, don't get me wrong. If you used to drink any of these beers, you know, you'd enjoy both. But yeah, it's the widget. 1845, mate. The winner. And I need to come up with some a new beer for the challenge. Maybe 1845 versus the broadside, but I'll have to have a look in supermarkets. It's got to be supermarkets. Yeah, I think 1845. It's the winner. Now, the interesting thing is 1845 versus King Goblin or broadside, because and it's that same thing. On any given day, any beer can win. It's crazy, isn't it? You know, and it's all down to taste buds, what you've had beforehand, the beer itself. You know, you're not telling me that every time they brew a beer, it's absolutely the same as the beer before. It can't be. Wraggy loves a broadside, but you know, the soil you brew, you grow malts and stuff in can be different. 708, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Certainly not 1845, that's for sure. 7 Old Toms. Oh God, I remember that night. I on purpose ate a shitload of food to make sure, well, try and make sure I didn't get drunk too fast. What happened? Drank the Old Toms, and it filled my belly up. I could not eat anymore, and subsequently I had to stop, and then was sick as well. So yeah, that wasn't nice. Yeah, not too nice anyway. So anyway, hope everyone's okay. I shall drink these and carry on for a bit longer, and then go up the house and chill out on the settee for an hour. Definitely going to do the brew dogs and the Guinness. Broadside mini kegs. Ooh, what ABV? 6.3 or 4.8. That's the funny thing, broadside. Their cask is 4.8. Their bottles are 6.3. That is a ridiculous gap in between. You know, you know, a few percentages, yeah, you could understand that for whatever reason. But a 1.5% difference is massive, bloody massive. Palace, good evening. 1845 is far superior to Shepherd Neame. Completely artificial taste. Only that Shepherd Neame on draft. Thank you. Sometimes, you know, I'm only one person doing, you know, these things on YouTube, and sometimes it's nice to hear like a verification that somebody else is getting the same sort of taste. And that artificialness, I've not had that in 1698 before, which is strange, very strange. Mini kegs are actually cast, not kegs. I bet it is as well. Dragman. Broadside's like Christmas pudding in glass. It is when it's on form. Cheers, Dana. Yeah. I will be reviewing the beers that I'm brewing as well. I'm going to put some bottles into storage. The ones that I brew, I'm going to put them into storage. So and do some reviewing before the beer festival as well. Which beer festivals do you recommend? We usually go to Ripon Beer Festival, but got a King Street party to go to this year. Still looking for something else. Locally to me, Nottingham Craft Beer Festival is stunning. Yeah. If you like craft beers. Locally again, Robin Hood Beer Festival. Obviously, you know, if you go into a beer festival, you've got to factor in most likely hotel charges. Hotel charges have gone through the roof. To stop in a crappy, and I do mean crappy, travel lodge up the road, it's like 95 quid a night. And it's like, but it's flipping travel lodge. You know, they're the most basic bloody hotels. But yeah, they're two good beer festivals. The last broadside was a letdown. Yeah, it did not taste like a normal broadside. And that's why I did that beer with Wraggys the other night, because it was strange. 4.7% Mersey. Same as keg then. Yeah, strange that they have it so low in ABV. Got to compete with all the boat people. Yeah, hopefully not this far up in the woods, but hopefully. Although there is some kicking off in Leicester about it, in that side of things, obviously. I'm coming up to Meadow Lane next month as my best mate's Notts County fan. Hit some of the pubs you review before the game and after. Oh, matey. So, coming up to Notts County, you've got nearby, because you don't want to walk too far, you've got Vat and Fiddle and the Castle Rock Brewery Taproom. So you've got that. You've also got, near to there, you've got Bearheads, literally about 100 yards. So that's a great Nottingham train station. Coming towards the Meadow Lane, I forgot the bloody name of it. You've got Magpie Brewery's tap room. It's always open on days when the football teams are playing. And you've also got Trent Navigation. You don't need to go anywhere else. 4 stunning pubs and enough beer to sink a whale. And that's before a match. In Yorkshire, there's a beauty in Leeds Town. Oh, bless you. Fuller's 1845 versus Fuller's Golden Pride. Oh, Golden Pride is an 8.5% beast of a beer. Yeah, I remember it when it came into Sainsbury's accidentally, and at that time in Sainsbury's, if something came in accidentally, we put it on for 50p a bottle because it's not on the inventory. So we put a label on it, 50p a bottle. Those bottles never made the shop floor, you know. Me and my mate had them all. But yeah, Golden Pride would batter 1845. But that's it's an interesting battle. And that's a battle I'd like to see. Yeah, two big bears. Yeah. Oh, now you've got my taste buds tantalising. The Weathers Hotel in Ripon. So hotels are okay for a night. Yeah. There's some good beer. You know, beer. Both the Nottingham Beer Festivals are good in very different ways. You know, that's all I can say. And you might bump into some idiot who does beer reviews. You never know. Did I see the Castle Yard party at the VAT? 20 cask, 40 keg. Yeah, I'm looking to going. I'm just waiting. You know, because of the wedding vows this year, I daren't, you know, over extend myself, because you know you don't want to go somewhere and then you ain't got the money to pay for anything. So, and the tickets being the prices are. But I will say that the Castle Yard party last year was amazing. Some absolute belters. So you've got the yard party, which is all the kegs and cask, but you've also got the Vat and Fiddle. They've got their own casks and kegs. So you've literally got an amazing, the Castle Brewery tap bar with their own, and the place itself. And you can go in and out. Yeah, you get stands, but yeah, it's well worth. It's an amazing night, as long as you can, you know, not get too drunk and not remember it. I actually went and we had a great night. I'm hoping to get down on the Friday this year. The only thing with that time of the year is the weather. On the Saturday it was red hot, it was amazing. On the Friday it was bloody freezing and it rained. Next live Sunday, I think so. Yeah, I think so. May well be about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and but yeah, maybe. Let me know if you're going, and I'll try and be down there as well. Be a good laugh. Yeah, so I might try and do that as well, Benjamin. Try and do the. By the looks of things, Tesco's have had a bit of a range update, because I've seen that Scott has got a new is it a Brewdog beer that he's reviewed? So I assume that there's a range update in Tesco's. So looks like I might have to spend some pennies tomorrow. Or Sunday morning. But it's expensive time of the year for me. My wife's birthday Monday, so we're going out Sunday, we're going out Monday, we're going out tomorrow boozing. So oh, and that's the wife, that's the front door, so she's home already. Wow. So the winner of the Shepherd Neame versus 1690. Shepherd Neame 1698. Fucking hell! Tell you, you know when you've had a beer, you can tell that you forget things. Versus Fuller's 1845. I'll get there in the end. Wife of yeah, it's either the wife or my son's had a meal, but I reckon that's the wife. I do, unless it's the neighbours come round. You never know. Notts County and Wrexham on course for over 100 points. Only one automatic spot. Both teams are playing amazing, aren't they? Wrexham have got Deadpool as the owner. Could you imagine him coming on the pitch as Deadpool and killing a load of players? Yeah, that'd be funny as hell. Maybe not the killing, but coming on the pitch as Deadpool. That'd be funny. Golden Pride versus Feekstons. Wouldn't that be a one-sided battle? But then again, it's all about taste, not just ABV. ABV is not always the thing. So Sunday, yeah, Sunday. If I can, and I don't know if I can because I don't know what's in the shops at Tesco, I'll try and get the Brewdog and the Guinness. But if I can't, then it might not be. Just putting in the shed, putting the mower away. She knows I'm doing a live, funnily enough. Oh God. And hopefully Sunday it's going to be a bit warmer. I can put the radiator on and actually feel the heat. I can feel it on my feet because my feet are actually on the radiator. Although it's not that warm, not that great a radiator. But in any case, massive thank you to each and every person that's joined us tonight. It just shows me that the beer community online is as good as it used to be. And once I know what I'm getting, I'll put on the internet beforehand what it'll be, so that if anybody wants to join at the same time and review the same beers, that's why supermarkets are king in that respect, because obviously we can all get the beers. Not everyone can get the beers. If it's local brewery, you've got no chance. But 1845 has beat Shepherd Neame 1698. Fuller's. Wow. I did not expect that. Wow. Awesome. And that's it. Thank you all for joining, and hope you're warmer than I am, because I'm absolutely freezing. But it was good to be back. Great to be back on the lives, and hope I haven't took too long of your precious time. And hope you're all in the warm. I'm going up the arse to get in the warm. Cheers all. Thank you for joining. See you soon. Did I press end? I have no idea. Fucking thing. Did I press